What's up, guys? Thanks for watching the video today. The following clip is our interview with foreigners in Taipei, and then our topic is about asking them some questions about drug abuses back in their country and their knowledge to drugs and marijuana, and their opinions about legalizing marijuana in Taipei or around the world. So we interview with people around the world from Europe, Asia, South America, and the following clip is some of the best we choose. The guy from
Sweden.
Sweden
and Argentina.
And from France and Ireland. We had some decent discussion with them. So come and meet the crew.
I'm Henry.
I'm Leo.
Alright, thanks for watching.
Yeah, we're good.
Sweden.
Sweden.
Yes, north of Europe. Quite cold compared to here.
Okay. And the first question is, I will ask you some about drugs.
Drugs, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Is drug abuse?
Drug abuse.
Is
Drug
drug
abuse,
abuse a big problem in your country?
Ooh, that's. Is this some undercover government question? No, just kidding.
Yeah, we're 5-0.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I would say yes, it is. I don't have too much experience of drugs, but that's like my personal choice to not be like involved with it too much. I mean marijuana and hash is that's quite common. Like it's easily to get access to it, and like I read about that they consider Sweden to be that there are so many like growing facilities that Sweden can produce its own marijuana by now. We don't have to import because there's so many small what would you say, not workshops, but it's like greenhouses where they grow it. So yes, it's I would say it's a problem, but it's all there is this discussion going on like marijuana, is it really worse than alcohol, because we have a quite big alcohol problem. Like Sweden's history, like in the history of Sweden, we have been had lots of problems with alcohol addicts. So that's a bit, that has caused so many problems. So people have been drinking too much. Was that kind of an answer to your question, or?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's very clear.
Yes.
Do you think that marijuana should be legalized in Taiwan?
Good. I've only been in Taiwan for 2 days. My friend is studying here, but I'm just visiting. No. I mean, my personal view is more like I'm kind of social liberal, so that's saying like yes, I would say maybe you could use marijuana like if you like, but then you should take the consequences of the use as well. So like if you get any problems by using it, it's your own like fault. So you cannot account or like expect the society to support you. But in general, no, I don't think like I would like to like keep the drugs from the people as much as possible, because it's usually really harmful and it's not really your own choice, because usually you have like my thoughts are that the person who really gets addicted, they have some like social problems in the background. So and then the drugs it's an easy escape from the reality. So well, I don't like drugs. I have some friends who take marijuana like maybe a few times a year. Okay, like I don't think that's too harmful if you do it 2-3 times a year.
Not too much, right?
Yes, so, but it's still like it's not black and white. It's a gray scale. So,
Yeah, it's a great zone.
So yeah.
And the third question is,
Yes.
do you know marijuana good or bad effects to people?
Like what I've been. Usually, you should consider as well. You should know like that in Sweden, like they've had the government and the society usually like, oh, drug is bad, really bad. Like, so that's like what they keep telling you all the time. So if you smoke one joint, you will die, kind of. So that's the society view. And some people like, but what is this? Like this is bullshit. Like you can still use it to some extent.
For like medical.
Yeah, some medical, but also for recreational. Like, okay, I like to get high a few times.
Oh yeah.
So, and I won't die from it, and I will barely suffer from it. So, what was the question? Sorry.
Marijuana, good
Yeah.
or bad?
Like it's directed back.
I'm quite convinced that it has some really bad effect on the body if you do it too much. That's what I'm convinced of from the research I've seen. But it's not. If you compare to tobacco and alcohol, you
Yeah.
have massive, medical studies on the effects of tobacco and alcohol. But marijuana and other drugs, you don't know that much about it, to be honest. But what the studies that have been made are showing that it's what I've seen, and that is it has bad effect basically.
Okay. And the last question is,
Yes.
have you ever smoked it before?
I have never smoked it.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Political correct as well. So.
Is that true? Is that true?
That's true.
Alright.
So guys, don't try marijuana.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, where are you from?
I'm from France.
Come from France and
I'm
oh,
Irish.
Irish? Oh, I'm Taiwanese. Alright, yeah. So like, is drug abuse like a serious problem back in your country? Like,
Drug abuse?
Yeah, like using for narcotic, like marijuana or so. Is it like a big problem there?
Well, for me, already in Europe, we see a big division between very strong drugs like heroin or cocaine, and then marijuana, which would be a lot lighter. So
Oh yeah.
for me, I don't see a problem with marijuana, but I see a problem with heroin,
Heroin.
especially, or crack cocaine.
Crap. Yeah. And you?
In France, like cocaine is getting more and more popular now,
Yeah.
but in Europe, with the country with the really harshest law about marijuana, it's like if you smoke, if you have a little bit, you get caught by the cops, you can end up in jail.
Yeah.
But we're also the country in Europe where most of the people smoke marijuana.
Yeah.
So it proves that the law doesn't work. So we could say there's a problem, and not as you just said, in Europe we consider marijuana is not such a big problem.
Yeah.
So
Medical uses for people who are
I like a coma. Or something.
no people who are in severe pain if they smoke just a little bit of marijuana. It's actually proven to be beneficial. I'm not saying everything's negative with marijuana, but because there can be after effects, especially for people who are particularly sensitive to maybe a little bit already sensitive. They wouldn't be a good idea, but it can have its medical uses. So
there's some good ways.
it can be.
Yeah. So do you guys like support like marijuana legalized?
It's a complicated story because it depends what you understand between legalization. Do you want to do it like the way Colorado just said, even like recreative use, you can get it, or just medical use? So I think it's just like every country has to see. It depends how many people smoke,
Yeah.
how many criminally, how important is it, how much money they make out of marijuana.
Yeah.
So it depends on your country. I guess in the United States or in some countries like Uruguay, who completely legalized it recently, I think it depends on how important it is in the society and how much you can control it.
Yeah.
In Europe, the most famous case is Netherlands. They legalized it. You can buy it in some places. It's really controlled, and it works. Actually, they realize people smoke less and less. So I guess if you take it properly, I guess for me it's like probably less dangerous than alcohol. So in my case, like my personal opinion would be like, find a way to legalize it, but try to be safe. As my friend just said, like there's some problem, like people get more like fragile mental states, that kind of thing. Don't give access to anybody like that. It's still a drug.
Yeah, I think in society we accept alcohol as a natural way to socialize, but there's so much negative results of alcohol abuse that we don't talk about, but we always focus on drugs.
Yeah. That's actually a problem too.
So many people who die or who are abused, women who are raped because of alcohol, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Whereas we just say, oh, drugs bad, when marijuana would be probably in most cases be safer than alcohol.
Yeah.
And what about you guys? What do you think about Taiwan?
No, I think probably not for now. 'Cause, like drug problem is actually a big, like a little bit problem here, not in this area, but outside there, like across the street, 2 more blocks away.
Okay. So
some-
when you mean drugs, you mean like
No,
marijuana
like-
trafficking or like chemical products like ecstasy,
Crack.
crack. Okay.
or like heroin and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that kind of thing. Is
I mean, like
only destructive.
we will see marijuana being used over and over now.
Okay.
Like not even not legal here, but we will see some.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's not for now. Because I think our country we haven't developed like so much. So I mean, not like
I'm not
like
sure
how it
it's a
works.
matter of development. I mean, I think it would be a bad way to consider like Europe or United States being more developed than Taiwan. In some ways, we are pretty much on the same level. It's just like because of difference of cultures and difference of
Yeah.
values. For a long time, like as I say in France, people think it's really open country, but we have, to be honest, the stupidest legislation about drugs in Europe. So it's not because we are friends. We still have like values about drugs that
Yeah.
don't change for a long time. So yeah, it's, as I said, probably a matter of like how important drug issues is in Taiwan and how do you make differentiation between like some kind of drugs, between like maybe like ecstasy, cocaine, crack, and marijuana, which can be like maybe something a little bit more affordable or something you can open more easily.
yeah. So last question, like have you guys smoked weed before or something?
Sure.
Oh.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
I haven't smoked it for a long time, so I'm kind of out of touch. But yeah,
I mean, do you like it or?
yeah, because I was a lot of my friends were musicians, so I was in the kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
creative group of people who listen to music and smoke marijuana goes perfectly together.
Yeah.
And I've seen so much bad effect, so much destruction and damage from alcohol
Yeah.
that I don't understand why governments just see
Yeah. I see
marijuana is so evil.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So thank you for interviewing.
No problem.
Yeah,
No
all right.
problem.
I'm Harrison.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Harrison.
Harrison, Sean,
Sean.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
United States,
Oh really?
Yeah.
We're in the United States.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know, I used to live in Montana.
Oh, okay.
For a year.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Very nice place.
Yeah. Then I had some problems.
Okay.
Issue a big problem back in the States.
Is drugs a big
To your,
problem?
to your opinion.
Based
use
on
of-
my knowledge of it, it's somewhat of a problem. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an issue that plagues many communities and homes. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's sad but true.
So like, do you think should it be legalized like around the world or even in Taiwan? Should like marijuana be legalized here?
I think marijuana is less harmful than cigarettes and alcohol. So if it was my prerogative, I would legalize marijuana and make cigarettes illegal. I think it'd be a fair.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I mean, I think that it's it hasn't killed anyone. So yeah, I do.
So like, do you know its positive effect or negative effect like marijuana?
Well, I'm not an expert, but from what I've been told, cannabinoids have a lot of therapeutic benefit for a multitude of disease states. So it can cure some and help with palliative care and treatment of a lot of pain symptoms that some patients experience. So yeah.
So like, last question.
All right.
Have you ever done it before? Like, have you ever smoked it before?
When I was younger, just a young lad,
Yeah.
my teenage days, I tried it. Yeah. Didn't experience any of its euphoric effects, but I did do that at one point. I hadn't done that since, but something that I've done.
Thanks for helping. Alright. So, do you have a question for me now? Like where to?
I'm Leo.
Okay, I'm Mateo from Argentina.
I will ask you some questions about marijuana drug issue. And,
Okay.
Is drug abuse a big problem in your country?
No, actually, in Argentina it's not a big problem.
Do you think marijuana should be legalized in Taiwan?
Yes, actually, yes. The marijuana is not really dangerous for what I think. and legalizing is a step more in the progress of a country.
Do you know good or bad effects to people?
Yeah, the good effects are not really much. It's just a pleasure, basically. And if someone has a really bad like disease, it can help for the pain. And bad problems that the marijuana can give you maybe would be long-term issues, maybe some small mental issues, but not very much.
Do you ever smoke it before, or you know your friends smoke it before?
No, I have friends that did. I've never done it. I have friends that did, and they said it was not so bad.
Thank you.
No problem.
Is drug abuse a big problem in your country?
It's a problem, but it's not a major
problem. Do you think marijuana should be legalized in Taiwan?
In Taiwan, I don't know. In France, yes, I think the government could make a lot of money. But in Taiwan, I don't really know the situation.
Do you know marijuana good or bad effects to people?
Like what's its positive effect to people, like for coma or for eyes or?
I think it's just for fun and recreation.
Oh, really?
I think there's any other big.
It's not health. I don't think it's good for health.
Oh, yeah.
Do you smoke it before?
Like, have you smoked a few?
Yes, but like
Tried once, but
yeah,
Are you lying?
every day.
Is it true? Like just one time?
Yeah, just a few times, not a lot.
Alright. Yeah. So
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Thank you for helping.